What's up, guys? Back again. I know I've been a little slow lately on uploading videos and stuff like that. Been a busy couple weeks, haven't really been out riding a whole lot, but today, as you can see, there's a package here and I got a little excited. I opened one of them already without recording and I'm sorry about that, but this right here, so this company StarknightMT has sent me a front windshield and a rear windshield for the side-by-side here. So today's video is gonna be a little bit different. We're not gonna be out ripping. We're not going to Ethan Boonders, or we're not going to, the redneck rally or anything crazy like that. But I am simply going to be installing this front and rear windshield. I'm very thankful, very excited to get this. Got to thank those guys a lot for sending this out to me here. And yeah, let's cut it down and let's open this box and see what we got going on in here. All right, so I got everything unboxed. This right here is the rear windshield, accessories for that. This here looks like some weather stripping that goes around, probably the rear. It looks like the front's already got it on. It is a flip up too. So I got some plungers here, different mounts, different straps, hardware. And now the fun part is to read the installation guide here. So we're gonna do that, but overall everything looks really nice so far. This looks like it might be a little bit of a challenge, but I might be surprised on the rear there. This front one looks like it might be fairly easy, but let's read the installation manual and figure it out. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So after dipping into the installation manual a little bit, I think it's going to be a lot easier. And I'm not saying I have to or don't have to take the roof off. So let's pop that thing off real quick, and we'll get further in the installation manual there and get cooking on this thing. All right, imagine that. We ran into a slight problem already, but it's all right. I got a solution. So right here, where this is supposed to kind of attach with this clamp around this A-pillar bar back into that bottom windshield, it's just, that strap's just not long enough. So I got Dad bringing over some zip ties, and I think I'm just gonna zip tie it because honestly, this sits down in here so good, and by the time the top windshield goes onto it, and that actually, the shocks attach right here, and then it clamps up here quite a bit. So I think structurally it's gonna be just fine with zip ties. Obviously I'd love to use what the factory sent with them, but you gotta make do where you can make do. So we're gonna make it work, and let's carry on. All right, guys, next step here, I got the top set in place. Basically a rubber spacer goes through there, a couple bolts, and then a couple Velcro straps up there. So let's get that next step done and continue on with this installation here. It's looking good so far. All right, we got the top on. All it took was these two bolts here and then some Velcro strap in there. And after we get that all tightened in, we can lift it up, put the shocks on, and the front windshield will be installed. So looking pretty good so far. Let's keep her moving. All right, got the front windshield all mounted up now. Obviously I'm not on the inside to lock it down, but comes right back up, looks awesome. All right, now time to mess with the rear. The only thing I'm a little worried about on this rear is I do have speakers. We kind of mocked up a couple of them here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to run this bottom one, so we're just gonna put this top one on and see how we can make that work. I did put harnesses in this thing here about a week ago, so between that and the speakers back here, Rockford Fosgates, I don't think that this bottom one's gonna work. So better than nothing, we're gonna put this top piece on and let it ride. All right, as you can see, the bottom piece here just will not go on with the DR Rockford Fosgates. This top piece, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here. I don't know if I'm just gonna zip tie these on for the time being or what, but the rear windshield, as you can see, it's got the Velcro straps up top, and then the roof, I believe these little slots are for the roof to still clamp on like it does. So either way, we're gonna make this work and see what we can make out of what we got here. So, but all that matters is the front windshield, which is the most important part to me, is in, and it's looking good. So we'll figure out this back one and get back to you on the video. All right, guys, after a little bit of work here, we got everything back together, roof's back on. Show you this again. Pretty stoked on how that just nicely goes down and comes back up. Like I said, I was not on the inside to lock it. The back, I'm a little bummed, not because of what they sent, because the way I was able to execute it, and because the Rockford Fosgates are down there. It did come with little like side wings too, but just with these speakers being there, it just doesn't allow everything to sit in there nicely. And They did send, there is a weather strip that goes all the way around this thing. I figured because I'm still leaving a hole there, why put it on? I did zip tie this down here, but I did Velcro strap it with like what they sent up here. But overall, I think this product is awesome. I definitely think if you have a Polaris XP 1000, this is a good buy right here, because here in Iowa, driving down rock roads, there's a lot of dust, gravel dust, and before it was just kind of a pain in the butt, but now with this, hopefully it deflects quite a bit of that. So definitely excited to get it out on a gravel road and try it out. So let's cut to that. Let's go give it a test. I can't wait. Just left the house on a first cruise with the windshield and the rear glass in this thing. I'm already enjoying it because I don't have wind coming into my face. I don't have to worry about wearing goggles because I can't see because of the wind. I'm excited to get out on gravel though and see what happens with the dust. And you know, obviously I'm not going to be following anybody tonight. I think when I'm following somebody on gravel, this is really going to help. So definitely awesome of those guys that sent me this stuff, and I was glad to put it on and give them a little review for them. Back to my first gravel cruise with this thing. Man, what a world of difference. I mean, it's a little warmer in here. There's no breeze. Obviously, I can flip it up though, so that's the nice part about the flip up. Man, less gravel dust in here. I was following a car for probably about a half a mile, and quite a bit less dust, so couldn't be happier with this. Thanks to the guys at StarknightMT for sending me this stuff. You guys got to go check them out. They get accessories for side-by-sides, all sorts of stuff, man. Go on there, check them out, see what you got, and tell them I sent you. Thank you, guys.